Welcome to this episode of Shift. I'm your host, Palmonia Gordon. Thank you for joining us. On Shift Nation today, we want to look at the word compare, a comparison. For those of you who don't know me, who are visiting Shift for the first time, thank you for joining us. I'm an author of the book called Order It. I'm a speaker, I'm a mom, I'm a life coach, strategist, and I have this program that's designed to make you think, hopefully to help you get out the box and become more. Today I want to talk about comparison because I find so many people today are comparing themselves between individuals that they come across. And when we do that, what we're actually doing is diminishing our gifts and our ability. Because if you're spending time looking at someone else and every time you say, I wish I could, it's not a bad thing. But sometimes the way that you're saying just demeanors what it is that you have, and it takes away the opportunity for you to look at what do I do and what do I do well. And that can be the big difference for everything in your life. So I'm also known as the acronym lady. I like to break the words down, make it a little simpler for myself, and hopefully you find that it helps you to understand the word as well. So compare is C, which means compromise. I'm not so good at this. To me, that's compromising. One of the things, if you are around me and someone gives you a compliment and you go, oh, I normally say, thank you. Just say thank you. It does something and it opens a whole different channel because of how our brain operates and function. When you do something, even if it's small and you celebrate it, your brain says, oh, that was good. Let's do it again. But when you diminish it and you compromise and say, oh, it was nothing, your brain go, okay, there's no need to do that again because it was nothing. That was a lesson on Psychology 101. O is objectify. When we compare, we objectify because X, Y, and Z. Because they went to school here, that's the reason why they're better at this than I am. So you objectify it and you try to reason it instead of saying, you know what? I am just really not appreciating who I am, what I have. I'm looking at somebody else and thinking they're better. As the saying is, the grass looks greener on the other side. P is when you compare, it's a form of procrastination because you're saying, oh, well, I'm not doing so good because of. And what you're actually doing is reducing the opportunity instead of making a decision and says, I'm going to be as good as that person, and you start doing one activity that gets you moving towards that goal or that dream or that desire that you have. And A is apathy. After a while, a lack of interest, and you go, oh. For those who are business owners and entrepreneurs, after a while they go, are you going to the meeting? It goes, I invite guests and they didn't come last week and nobody came the week before. And you do that. So I'm still breaking down the word comparison because these are all varied emotions that are wrapped up into comparison. It's pulling us in many different directions. And apathy, oh gosh, do I want to go? And what we don't recognize is when you start to have that sort of an attitude, it comes out in your presentation. I was recently at a meeting with some chamber members and, this gentleman, and he's talking about how sometimes it's difficult to invite people to come to meetings and see information. And because of how he was arguing so much, his tone, I said to him, sometimes we forget that the same attitude that you're having now, when you try to invite someone you may say to them, you know what, this is kind of okay. It's kind of good. You're not saying to them, oh my God, this is phenomenal. You got to come check it out. You should be, that they got to go, oh my God, I got to go see what this is about. But if you're saying, it's okay, I go every now and again, what's going to make me want to come? And that's sometimes what happens with our emotions when we start to compare. What is scary is that unconsciously it starts to play out in real life and we're not aware of it. We're not aware of it, that now that's how we talk, that now that's how we present. And we're wondering, well, why isn't my business growing? Why am I not doing better? Why am I not able to connect with people more? Because the overall comparison mode that you're in is coming out in everything that you're doing. Regret. I wish I had done this 10 years ago. I could be at that place. The business that I'm doing now came to me like 18, 20 years ago. I didn't maximize on the opportunity. Now, everybody that I know that's been in the business 18, 20 years are making six figures, are making, millions of dollars. But for me, I know that the timing wasn't right. I'm still at a place of growth and growing through stuff. So I don't spend time I wish I had. No, I didn't. It's done. I am here now. What do I need to do today to go forward? What I look at is the fact that it came again, which means it's definitely an opportunity and something that's designed for me and where I should be. So it's better for me to get in now. I'm not going to say what if. So we compromise, we objectify. Oh, I forgot minimize. Oh, I'm sorry. We minimize. When you say, oh, it's only, you're minimizing what it is that you have. So we compromise, we objectify, we minimize, we procrastinate. Apathy sets in. We have regret. And then finally, expiration. You die because you're going to stop going to the meeting. You're going to stop doing the business. You're going to stop talking to people. And even if you still talk to people, because there's no life, there's no zeal, there's nothing that is vibrant and exuberant that want them to come, there has to be something about you that say, I want to know what she's doing because I like what I see. And that is the challenge with compromising. So I'm going to challenge you to look and see if there are any areas in your life in which you're comparing. If you are comparing to improve and make yourself better, awesome, good job. But if you're comparing and it's bringing out any of these features that I've pointed out, you're compromising, you're minimizing, you're objectifying, apathy sets in, you have regret, and finally it's like, oh my God, I'm dying. It takes every effort to get up and to go. Then I'm going to encourage you, Shift Nation, just if we can stop, if you can take a minute and find out what is one thing. That's what shift is all. One little thing. What is the one thing that I do and I do well? How can I build on that? How can I focus on that? How can I make that become a strength for me? So find that one thing and take 60 tiny moves, simply helping individuals find their true passion, their true purpose. And we do it through sharing our thoughts, our stories, by being together. So I'm going to encourage you to shift. Don't compare. So as we leave Shift Nation, remember, anything that I play on here, I have no rights or royalties to it. So please don't copy, don't duplicate. But this is one of my favorite songs, and I hope it will become yours too. This is my fight song. I'm encouraging you to fight, to not compare, but take your life back. I love this song. My fire's turned up, starting. No, I'm gonna stop this again because it's not my niche. But look at who you are. Get a song that represents you. She says, I don't care if nobody else believes, but I still have a lot of fight left in me. I know you have a lot of fight left in you. So forget the comparison. Forget who has done what. It is your time now. So go out and fight. I love you. God bless you. See you next time.